But I would be happy, Dan, if there was less money and more interaction between the candidates. But my opponent has refused to debate me on every neighbor island. She would not appear even once. She turned down the Waimea Community Association, the Maui Native Hawaiian Chamber of Commerce, the Kauai Chamber, and all sorts of organizations. She was invited to the same events I was invited to. So I agree with you. I think it's good to get out with people, to have this kind of interaction, and I appreciate her being here tonight, and I appreciate being on this program, but I wanted to do more interaction.
So I think that this is really a totally misleading criticism because, you know what, this is being televised. People can see this.
Let me first relate to the neighbor islands. You know, I talked about my opponent not wanting to go to the neighbor islands to debate, and she said they can watch this on television. And that really is an insensitive person who really doesn't understand what it's like to live on a neighbor island. As you know, I've spent 60% of all my adult life since I've been in Hawaii living on the neighbor islands. And the reason I'm stressing this in this question is because the unemployment rate that you just read is much, much higher on the neighbor islands. It's a big issue. It's a serious matter for them. But what they really miss is just an interaction with government leaders. When I was the governor, Dan, I had advisory committees on all the neighbor islands, and it made a big difference because they had a place they could go. I had a liaison from my office there. They could raise issues that were important to them. And what I've proposed, if I can win this race, I want to do some live Skype conferences, regularly scheduled. If you come to a certain place at a certain time, we can talk in real time about the issues that are affecting them. And there are many that affect fishermen and hunters and other people on the neighbor islands. They don't feel they're being heard in Washington at all.
Dan,